Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Fly Boy Way. That's TheFlyBoy. Don't ask why. Check out the channel. And as you can see, in the place to be is DJ Chisel and your homie FRE, $H in Cali, Colombia. I'm still working on the camera angle vibes, fellas. But man, it's been a um, busy time here thus far. Um, I'm going to try to get an angle so you guys can see the back. But if it gets too like my face doesn't show up too much, I might have to change it because I might have to change it over here so I can see it more clearly. It's uh it's taking time to let people come in and stuff. So I'm just getting everything asserted, y'all. You know I'm always on time. We actually waiting for some rappy food. And boy, oh boy, do I got a night to tell y'all. Jeez, boy. And that's just the first night. Man, it sounds crazy here, man. That's just the first night. It wasn't yo, listen. Whenever all right, that was gonna leave it like that for now. So whenever I go somewhere, I truly plan as much as I can, but I never know the outcome. Now, on the low, I've been hearing like, Cali isn't as active all the time. There isn't as much to do and stuff. Bruh. Now I don't know that. Let me preface this with saying this week in Cali, Colombia, it is Petronio Alvarez Music Festival. And for those that don't know, that's the biggest festival for the Pacific coast of Colombia. And it's the biggest festival that's more orientated towards people of African descent or mixed people of African descent. And when I tell you it's been live, bruh, it's been live. And like I literally have to plan out every hour what I'm going to do. Because if I don't, I overstay somewhere and I won't be able to give you a good guide or good video vlogs. So it's gonna this conversation is probably gonna go like an hour maybe. And then in the middle of the conversation, I got Rappy coming because I haven't got a chance to eat, right? We was out in Cali, Colombia. Now I'm gonna foreshadow this and then I go to the comments and then we'll bring this back. We was out in Cali, Colombia, walking the streets until 5:05. Just like 5:05, right? It's like 5:05 when we caught the cab in the morning. And everybody's like, wait, what? You were in Cali, Colombia in the streets at 5 o'clock in the morning. We'll get to that later. But let me shout you guys down. 40 people in the room so far. Let me hit the like button if you can. It definitely helps out the algorithm and all that good stuff. Cleon Frazier, what it do? What it do? Global paper in the building. You already know what it is. Brazil and Die, models and bottles for life. The Versus King and Dog Nuts. What up? I'm kidding. And the Threesome King. What's going on, bro? Dog Nuts 84. What it do, man? Listen, we in Cali, Colombia, man. I tried to show you a view earlier. I'll show you before we end the live. We're in the Chippy Choppy neighborhood of Cali, Colombia, which is in the north of Cali, Colombia, and it's dope, man. Airbnb we got is dope. It's guest friendly. It's got a nice balcony with a view. It's right off of a main street, so you can pretty much almost all the taxis know where to go, and you can see your Airbnb from here. Um, oh, thanks, man. I didn't show the whole fit. Well, I didn't show the whole fit. Hold up, let me take these off. Let me show these socks. You see the crap, the socks, Popeye socks. I mean, y'all see the fit later on some vlogs or something. And we had some with the joints from China, the car mines from China. Y'all know how we doing it, man. I mean, get your shoe game up. Get your shoe game up, Global Paper. But we actually it's a vibe. We haven't even gotten to last night yet, but we got time, fellas. Let's take it easy. Let's relax. Let's relax a little bit, y'all. All right, so um, let me read some more comments, and then we'll start with telling you about about where the picture was taken last night and the places we give. I'll give you overall summary first. No, no, no. Wow, what's going on? We've been to Chippy Chappy Mall. That's where I exchange currencies. And I would say, shout out to first of all, how can I start this without saying shout out to DJ Chisel, shout out to Andre and Andrea from Love Crossing Borders. Andre from Love Crossing Borders picked me up from the airport and took me to get my money exchanged at Chippy Chappy Mall. And we'll get to that when I start shouting everybody else out. 18 or 8 oh shit. 1080 Pod, what's up, man? Yo, it's sound off the hook. It's the hot. Listen, these 4 days is gonna really, I feel as though, in my perspective, these 4 days of me showing you what I've done in these, not even 4 days, because I got here yesterday in the afternoon. So these, I'm gonna give it, let's say these 3.5 days, I'm gonna show you in Cali, just based on how the first night went and what's supposed to be coming in 2 hours and the plans I'm having right now. I think they're gonna really show you a different side of Cali that you might not see on other channels. Not a better, not a worse, just different. Globetrotter, what's going on? What's going on? Flyboy out in Colombia. Enjoy, brother. I go back in October after my leg heals. Okay, okay. Hey, listen, that's what it is, man. You guys know I was in Costa Rica with my fragmented ankle, whatever that was. Crazy. Sam Nick, what's up, man? Yo, friends, always wanted to try Colombia, but didn't due to safety. Listen, I got a bunch of different black man guides in Cali, in Colombia, not just Cali, but in Colombia. So you definitely might want to check those out. Check out the vlogs too, because the vlogs give you an in real life experience. Not prepped, not set up. It's not a soap opera. This is none of that. This is my real experiences that I'm sharing with you guys. Felix King, what's going on, man? Oh, you know it. You know I'm coming through with the info, man. The info is going to be here. Of course, you'll get more in the Black Man's Guide. And if today goes how yesterday went, and then if today goes how yesterday went, and then tomorrow, which is Monday, goes how yesterday went, we're going to have a nice Black Man's Guide to talk to you guys about. Ozzy, what's up, man? Yeah, you know it. J Mash, what it do? Z1, what it do? I'm going to shout everybody out unless you got a comment with any questions, because I want to make sure we can get to the story. Picola, I'm undecided on whether to go to Cali and Medellin. Cali sounds like a safer option. Safe is relative, man. It's relative. Glue. Beach Bum TV, what it do, bro? Let me see. That Carolina blue white suit. Oh, man, listen. I mean, it's crazy out here. 23 on the wrist. I mean, something like from the mill style. I mean, you know how we do it. Noel says, go to the University of John close by. There's a bunch of hot chicks there. My ex-wife. Here's the issue. I got to come back to Cali. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This festival started on Wednesday, right? Had I came on Thursday or even Friday, I feel as though I could have got more information for you guys. But we caught the cab off the street at 5 o'clock last night. This is how dedicated I am. We caught the cab at 5:05 off the street to come back to the Airbnb. We got to the Airbnb around 5:20, right? Well, no, around 5:10 because we closed that place. 5:15 rather. And then I woke up at 8 o'clock so I could start my day, take a shower, and do all that stuff. So when I say I'm doing as much as possible right now, and I can't really add anything, you gotta understand it's crazy, man. Not yet, man. Not yet. I'm always real with y'all. I ain't knocked nothing down yet. But that yet is it's a strong. We're gonna see tomorrow. Ask me that question tomorrow. Ask me that question tomorrow. Where we at? Where we at? All right, cool. Been wanting some information on Cali. Yeah, I've definitely seen a couple other brothers. Shout out to Ace Live. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Check in Effect. Shout out to Roy 40 or something like that. And Love Crossing Borders. Those are the brothers I've really seen, and Barbara TV too. I've seen them in Cali, and those are the videos I was watching a little bit before on the plane. All right, we got the last one. All right, 18 on the podcast. All right, so check it out. So let me give y'all a quick review of yesterday and some things I've learned, and give you a conversation. All right. So if you want, you ask questions in the room while I do this. I'll get to the end when I finish. All right. So yesterday I arrived in Cali, Colombia around 1:30. Now the good thing is that when I left when I left the United States, and all right, when I left the United States, and I'm gonna have to I'll pay him an hour. Um, when I left the United States, I left New Jersey. I realized I realized because sometimes I forget. I'll be traveling so many different places. I forget the time difference sometimes. So luckily, it's an hour time difference. Whereas if it's 2:30 in North New Jersey, it's 1:30 in Cali Colombia. Because I left New York at like 10:30 in the morning and got to Cali Colombia at 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. On a Saturday, right? So on Saturday, and I wouldn't suggest anybody coming on a Saturday on normal because unless the festival is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be like this. So I get here at 1:30. Andre picks me up. Chisels with Andre. We go to Chippy Choppy Mall. Now Chippy Choppy Mall definitely has some nice women there walking around and stuff. It's an outdoor slash indoor mall where it's like it's nice to look like an outlet looking thing. And it's pretty dope. Here's one thing I realized. When I got there, I went to use my video camera, right, to record because my battery has died. My battery has not been charged since I left the airport. It's not been fully charged since I've been here. So it's on the charger right now while I'm doing this live, but it hasn't been fully charged. So when I interact with people, I use my cell phone more often because they're more comfortable than having the camera in your face. But because my phone wasn't charged, I took my camera. When we got into Chippy Choppy Mall, the security guard came up to me. He blew his like he like tried to get my attention, but I felt like I tried to ignore it because I felt like he could have been talking to me. I wasn't certain. And when he like said it again, I turned around and he was talking to me. Security guard says you cannot record with a what they consider a professional camera in the Chippy Choppy Mall. This is what he told me. He says you have to ask their permission first before you start recording. And that's with a camera. With your cell phone, totally different. Totally different footage. You can do whatever you want to do with your cell phone. They can't really tell you too much. But with an actual handheld camera, you might be able to get away with an Osmo also. This is just giving you guys, if you're content creators, you want to film in the mall, this is giving you some ideas. The security guard actually walked up to me as soon as we got inside and I had the camera. So that's some information that we got right there. So then I went and got my money exchange. Now here's the thing. You can exchange your currency by just taking money out the ATM and get a similar to maybe not better, maybe better, yeah. Similar to better currency exchange with Colombian pesos to dollars or dollars to Colombian pesos. But Chippy Choppy Mall has a currency exchange, and I've seen other Colombians exchanging their money there too. So the currency exchange right now was $1 to like 400 Colombian pesos, like 400 to one, right? So it was pretty good, pretty good exchange. They didn't charge you anything extra, so we exchanged our money. Then we was going right to it. Like I said, the festival started Wednesday, so we knew we had to get to the festival. Mind you, hadn't ate yet, but you could eat. I'll tell you about the festival. So Andre went to go pick up Andrea, and he dropped us off first so I could get my bags unpacked. I was already dressed and everything. So we get there, we get to the Airbnb. I still have to film the Airbnb before we go, but it's a dope Airbnb. Maybe I'll take you guys through the Airbnb tour and I'll show you the thing at the end of the video. So what happened? So we get the money. I got the money now. Now I got some currency in my pocket. Andre pick us up, and now we have to go to the Petronio Alvarez Festival. Now here's the thing: the Petronio Alvarez Festival is in the south of Cali, Colombia. Now, from what I'm hearing, the north of Cali, Colombia is going to be what people consider the safest. The south is also safe when it comes to the Colombia. Things are more spread apart though, but it's supposed to be considered what people consider quote unquote safe in Cali, Colombia. The east and the west aren't what people consider safe. That's why I say what people consider safe. You guys know how I feel about the word safe, and when I gave you the example of South Barranquilla. So let's do that. So if you're going to get an Airbnb, you do not want to stay in the east or the west of Cali, Colombia. Information for you guys right there. All right, so it's like a 20-minute ride from the north to the south. So we get to the festival, and I'm thinking, I don't really know what to expect. Chisel showed me some videos. Uh, Andre had showed me some videos, but I don't really know what to expect, right? When we get there, bro, this festival is packed. I mean, super packed. It was like the video they sent me had like, let's say, it was about double what they sent me. The video they sent me, it was about double the amount of people there. And I mean people in general. There's women, there's men, there's old, there's young, there's kids, there's senior citizens. Listen, this festival is a lot. It's big. It's big, and it's a lot of people that look like us, if, like me. I can't say us because I know everybody watching my thing, but look like me. But there is a mix of everybody, and that's the best feeling. But the music there, bro, like I've never like. All right, so listen, I'm a black United States citizen, right? So when I listen to music, it's not. It's very unlikely that you'll have a black 20-year old, a black 40-year old, a black 10-year old, and a black 90-year old all know the words to the exact same song. It's super unlikely. That's super unlikely. But here in Cali, Colombia during this festival, bruh, I've seen teenagers, 20-year-olds. I've seen people that's my age. I've seen people that's 50, 70. I even seen like a 90-year-old old lady, and they all know the same, and they be going crazy. You guys got to see the blog videos. I took a lot of videos on my thing, they be going crazy over the music, knowing the words, dancing, going wild, and boy, oh boy. When I say Cali curves, I understood it because I've seen women from Cali before, but when you see it in person, it's different. Let me tell you why it's different. Because you would think that a lot of it is like implants and stuff, and I have nothing wrong. I like a woman with implants also. You think it was like job, like BBLs and stuff like that? Nah, bro. This jump is supernatural, bro. I mean, supernatural out here, and it's like it's hard to explain without seeing it. Yes, I can tell you Cali curves. Everyone can tell you Cali curves. They can show you videos, but once you experience it, bro, it's wow. And then everybody's so cool. They're like down to earth, and I don't feel like I stuck out too much. What I will say is this: they know you're a United States citizen by the way you dress and by the way you walk. Now you can probably get away if you just put on like a not named shirt or something like that. But you guys know how I dress. But if you put on now, you can probably get away with passing for it. But as soon as you speak, even if you know Spanish, where it's out of here, because they have a style. They have a different style of their own. But we blend in a lot. So we went to the festival and we got some food, right? Now they have a whole section in the festival. They have a whole section that's dedicated to international Latin American cuisines. So there was a lady there from Brazil, older lady from Brazil, and she was teaching people cooking recipes and stuff. And there was at least 20, 10, 20, 50. There was at least 50 different restaurants that had booths there, bro. 50 different types of food, and it was dope, man. The food was great. It wasn't expensive, and that's one thing that even though people mention to me the how far your dollar goes in Cali, and I know everybody's gonna be hating like, don't tell them that, don't tell them everything, don't tell them all this stuff. But I'm not here to hide any information from my own people. Bruh, when I say Cali is a different type of inexpensive, bruh, yo, I'm thinking Cali. I don't know. Maybe I ask Shizzle, but I'm thinking Cali Colombia is giving Barranquilla a run for their money when it comes to inexpensiveness of items, man. I mean everything, bro. We gonna get to when we bought a table yesterday. We gonna get to the amount of money we spent for a bottle yesterday. We gonna get to oh my god. But let's start with the food cost, right? So for a big piece of red snapper, right? Big fish, big red snapper. Some a bottle of water, and this is the gringo price I got, and this is the gringo price I got, which is still crazy. Um, all this big red snapper, um, fried, some rice, some potatoes, some plantains, some salad, and a what's the name? What's the name was and a water. It was in total 45 mil. 45 mil. Chisel, how much is 45 mil? Like $5, $4? 45 mil is $10? 10 to $12. All right, so it was like $10. It was like $10, right? Big meal, bro. This same meal in Miami it cost me 40. The same meal in New Jersey it cost me 35. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It is so crazy. and it's filling. It's like you're not gonna eat everything. You're just not gonna eat everything because they did everything. So that was the actual food part of it, right? So after the food part of it, we went to the different parts of it. I met about one, two, three sets of women. I met about three sets of women while we were there, and I actually got like split from DJ Chisel and Andre and Andre because you guys know when I'm moving around, I'm moving fast and I'm getting a lot of footage. A lot of people that be walking, but I'll stop, I'll get footage, I'll interact with people, and it takes up a long time. So there was like most of the time you'll see me, I was there alone. Now they have different stages, right? At the festival, they have different stages. The music is similar, but they have different stages. And the two main stages are when you first come in, and then there's one in the back that's like stadium capacity. And this is crazy. They had a big performance by Choku Town last night. I missed it because we was out there for so long, but we got there like at 4 o'clock, right? And we didn't leave till 9. But if I was going to give you guys the proper black man's guide, if I was going to give you guys the information on the Chicas and information on the experience in different clubs, well, then I had to leave early. I couldn't stay the longer time and stay there because if I would have left it, bro, let me tell you this. The crowds there, right? And we're 20 minutes in, so I can explain a little bit. The crowds there are so big, right? That the line to get in was wrapped around the corner. But that's not it. The line that was wrapped around the corner was then double wrapped back around the corner. Meaning that, let's say the starting point is here, right? The line was all the way here to the end of the corner, right? And then wrapped all the way back and down. So you would get on here, you would have to go all the way this way and come all the way back to get on. Bro, this is unbelievable, man. It's unrealistic, bro. Like, you really got to have patience. And when we got there, it wasn't like that. But you really got to have patience if you think that, or really have nothing to do, if you think that you're going to go to Petronio Alvarez Festival and they're going to have a big group like Choco Town there, and you're not going to wait in the line for 2-3 hours. Waiting in the line for 2-3 hours. I didn't because we got there super early. But anytime after 7 o'clock, you know, the best bands come on at the end. I understand why they do it, but the best acts for people to act they like the most, it's in the best. The acts people enjoy the most coming on at the end. And that's when you're gonna get the baddies, bro. And you're gonna get you can't buy a table or pay the and they don't even man, you can't pay nobody to get in there, like pay a cop or something. Like, from my experience, I didn't see anybody trying to bribe a cop to get in there. You couldn't pay somebody to let you in. You had to wait in that line. So if you're gonna come next year, or if you're down here, you're gonna swing down here, bro. Tonight is gonna be the second biggest night. The first biggest night is Saturday. The second biggest night is today, and the last biggest night is Friday. So today is the second biggest night. So we're gonna try to get there earlier. We're gonna try to get there the same time we got there yesterday. Even though I want to get a city tour done today. Crazy, man, crazy. But when I say the baddies come at the end of the night, bro, no holds barred, bro. No holds barred. And when I say, like, oh my God, how do I explain this without going into the money aspect of it? Bro, we good. We are good when we come to Cali, bro. We are good. We are good. All right, so after the festival, right? Oh, wait, Rabbit. Now we go. All right. Are we coming, man? We coming down. All right, after the festival, right? After the festival, I went and I came back and got dressed. And like I said, here's the thing where you really have to plan stuff out. Now, most of the clubs don't close till 4 in the morning. There are 1 or 2 clubs that don't close till 6 in the morning, but most of the clubs close at like 4 in the morning, right? Take the keys. All right. Most of the clubs close at 4 in the morning, but there are clubs that don't close at 6 in the morning. Here's the thing, though. The club we went to last night was called Living. Now, Living is one of the biggest. I don't know. Some people might say it's the biggest. I don't know. I haven't been on clubs yet. But Living is one of the biggest clubs in Cali, Colombia. And when I say biggest clubs, I don't mean just in space-wise. I mean, it's the most well-known club that all of the people go to. And it was packed. It was packed. But before we get to Living, I went home, got dressed, and get in the shower. This is the reason why I say you have to leave early, because it took me. I left at 8:30. I left the festival at 8:30. I did not get back to my crib, which was 20 minutes away until 9:30, 10 o'clock ish. 10 o'clock ish. So you definitely want to make sure that if you leave early because the traffic there is nuts, man. It's nuts. So we get to the area where Living is at, and it's in the Yugam or Yucatan, or I don't know, you probably know, but it's in Cali, but it's in a certain neighborhood that start with a Y. And Live is here, right? But there are four other clubs here. Now I might get these wrong, so bear with me. There's a club here I don't remember the name for. Then there's Rose Negra, and Pink Rose, I think it is, and Rosa Negra. And then after Rosa Negra, there's another club. I think it's called 40 or something like that. And then there's another club, and these are big clubs. These are big clubs. And there's another club called La Negra. So we originally was going to go into La Negra, but when I got to the door, they was like, "Oh, it's just you and your friend here, which is DJ Chisel. It's just you and him." I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna buy a table. We're gonna come inside." He's like, "You can't come inside." I'm like, "Why we can't come inside? You need a woman to come inside, but we buying a table." They said, "No, it doesn't work here this way. You need a woman if you're gonna come inside." I'm like, "Okay." And it's not my country, so I'm just trying to understand. Now we have a conversation. I don't raise my voice. I'm like, the thing I'm how is it that I'm going to buy a table and spend money on a bottle, right? But I can't get in to do this because I don't have any women. I understand if I'm not paying for a bottle and I'm just coming in by myself, then that makes a little more sense. But if I'm spending money, how does this make sense that you're not going to let me in buying a bottle and a table just because I don't have any women? But once again, I said, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna it's not my country. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna go to the next bar because it's another bar. So then we skipped over the two bars that was there, Rosa Negra, and we skipped over 40, and we went to Living. Living. Now Living was packed. The club Living was packed. The line was long, but it was moving fast. It was a guy's line, it was a girl's line, woman's line, man's line, a woman's line. So it was fast. So when we got there was this nice little she looked good, bro. I got her Instagram, so you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see her in the vlogs. And I'll tag her. But she looked good. She was like, what's she like, the manager? She's like that, the manager of one of the managers of the place living, right? She looked good, boy. But and I'm like, all right, so I'm my Spanish is a 4 out of 10. It's like a 4 out of 10. But people understand it. So I'm trying to talk to her because she doesn't know any English. She doesn't speak any English at all. And that's one thing in Cali that you won't see in Medellin, you won't see in Cartagena, you may not see it in Barranquilla, but I'm gonna give it should you hear me the food? Thanks. I'm gonna give it, if I had to give them out of 100 people, I would say what, so 85% don't speak English in Cali. And there's a drink over here too. I would say 85%, and that's on the low end. It may be higher, it may be 90%. But in Cali, Colombia, 85 to 90% of people don't speak English at all. At all. So we're not talking about I know hello, goodbye, words like that. No, I'm talking about they don't know any English at all. 85 to 90% of people in Cali, Colombia. So this would not be a place that if you really don't know any Spanish, this ain't it. I'm telling you this ain't it. This ain't it. You're gonna get frustrated. This ain't it. But so we was talking to the manager, cute as hell. She's like, all right, we get a table, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. She said, it's packed. It's packed. We don't have any tables. We'll get you a table. But I didn't understand a word that she said. She said, we'll get you a table. But I think she might have said, we'll get you a shared table. So we walk in inside, we tell her what table, the number that she said, and we walk up, and it's like the people already there. And I'm like, what is this? Now, mind you, just me and Tizzle, but it's 4 people already in the thing. It's five. It's 3 women and 2 guys. And I'm like, I don't want to sit. I mean, it's a little bougie of me. It's a little American, the United States of me to feel this way. But this is how I feel, fellas. I don't want to sit with some random strangers I don't know. And if I'm paying for a section, no, I'm cool. I don't care if it's a discount. I don't want that. So finally we came back out and we started talking to her again. And she's like, okay, well, there's another section upstairs, but it costs more money. So I'm like, all right, cool. We about to spend like, $400 because it's a more intense VIP section. You can see the whole crowd. above it, and that's the video. That's the where you see the picture taken from, where the video, a picture's taken from the screenshot is from the VIP upstairs, right? So I'm like, all right, they about to charge us like 200 for the section, and the bottles gonna be super expensive. $200 for the section. This is what I'm thinking, because they like the lady is making an emphasis that she's like very much emphasizing that it's going to be more expensive. And I'm like, oh, damn, she's just trying to run it up. All right, so 200. All right, cool. I do. I want the experience. 200 USD. I do it. I want the experience. So we get upstairs, right? And once we get to the place, she's like, I don't. So once we get to the place, she's like, all right, it's this much. And you know, and here's one thing, Cali. Never in Cali talk in United States dollars. Never in Cali talk in United States dollars. They don't speak English. 85 to 90% don't speak English. So you got to understand that 95% of the time they're not talking United States dollars at all. 95% of the time. 98% of the time. 99.9% of the time they're not talking about United States dollars in Cali. But I'm thinking the equivalent she's going to tell me is going to be like 200 to 300 United States dollars for this VIP section upstairs. So we get upstairs, right? I'm like, all right. And because she keeps reminding me it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. Cool. We get upstairs to the section, right? Me and Gina Chisel. And she's like, okay, you see, you like it? Cool. This is how much it's going to be. 300 mil Colombian pesos. Bro, I almost knocked that phone out of her hand, man. 300 mil Colombian pesos. For those that don't know, what's that, like $50? Huh? You made this, and I'm sitting there like, you made this huge, big thing about it's going to be more expensive. Like you sat there and talked to me for like 5 minutes about how more expensive it's going to be in the shared table downstairs. And it was $50. For the VIP overlooking the private section, you got a bunch of space and you can bring 8 people. It was $50. So I was like, all right, cool. Cool. Bring out the bottles. This is what I'm like, okay, so the $50, she over exaggerated. I'm like, all right, that's it. And that was the gringo price. Okay, whatever. So I'm like, all right, maybe they're gonna get you in the back end. They're not gonna the $50 for the section, maybe that's just a fluke. Maybe they're gonna get you on the back end when you go pay for the bottles. So I'm like, all right, they got the little scan thing for the bottles, for the price of the bottles. I'm like, all right, let me scan this bottle thing. My phone not working, so the waiter comes over and he goes to to scan the thing. He shows me his phone. So I'm thinking, all right, they're about to hit me with these crazy numbers. You know, 5, 4, 600 mil. Because nothing is United States dollars. I'm thinking they about to hit me with 5, 4, 6, 700 mil for a bottle, right? That's no. After that last experience, I'm slow. I slow down on the even times I do drink. So I'm like, all right, let me see his menu. Look at his phone, right? 100 mil for a bottle. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? 100 mil for a bottle? What's 100 mil, Tizzle? Like $30? It's like $30 for a bottle. We had absolute vodka because they didn't have no Ciroc there. They had Don Julio. Don Julio was okay. So Don Julio was. I want to say Don Julio was 300 mil. $70. No, 70? No, 300, $70, $80, $70, yeah, $70. Don Julio was like $80. And bruh, I could not get never, nunca. I will never not buy a section when I go to living. I will never not buy a section, and unless upstairs is not open, I will never buy a section anywhere else but upstairs and living. Because, bro, you're not gonna tell me I'm paying 70 for a bottle of Don Julio, 50 for the what's the section, 120. Are you kidding me? It's laughable. It's laughable. So I'm like, all right. So like I said, no matter how much people told me about that, ask that. So then I'm like, all right. Well, here's the issue where I had a little bit, but I understand all clubs don't do this, and it's different. And living, I was like, all right, well, you normally in other clubs, for those that don't buy bottles, like I don't always buy bottles, but when I'm with my friends, I buy, but we get a bottle most of the time. But in the States, and even in other countries like Colombia, I mean, like in other cities like Cartagena or Medellin, when you buy a bottle and you get a section, and you're guys, they bring women to you, right? That's how it normally is. But in living, I can't say in Cali, Colombia, in living, it wasn't like that. So I'm like, all right, well, somebody just tell the women at the front door, they just come to the section. And he's like, no, no, it don't work that way. I'm like, y'all can just tell, all right, cool, cool. So then I go to my phone. Let me link up with, let me see what I can find on Tinder, or what I had on, who I was supposed to connect with on Tinder, who I can link up with. So I hit this bad brown skin slim bad joint from Cali, right? Hit up. She's like, oh yeah, I want my friends at the festival just ended. I'm like, hey, shoot over here to living. They're like, all right, cool, we can be there in like an hour. I'm like, cool. About 45 minutes later, they showed up. Four of them, looking nice, looking nice. You're gonna see the video, looking nice. Um, and we partied the night away, man. We partied the night away. Here's one thing: the clubs I told you that's all on the same strip is right on the same strip. And then when you go up about a block or 2 blocks, there's a gentleman's club. The gentleman's club closes around like 5, but we got there when they closed but left the back door open, right? We had got there when closed but left the back door open so that people can come in last minute, right? So after we left living at like 5 in the morning, we went no after we left living at like 4:30 in the morning, we went to the strip club. Now, this gentleman's club, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's gonna be part of the Black Men's Guide. I'm gonna on uh Monday during the day, I'm going to try to find some cosplay and find some more Asian. Shout out to Roy 40, I believe it is. He did a video in Cali about Cali, Colombia, about the women the pros and daycare workers, and some other stuff. But I found out what street that he was on, so I'm going to go on that street on Monday between like 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna get some prices for you. I'm gonna get some information, some footage and stuff, and I'll give you more information on that, and I'm gonna combine that with that. But here, let's get back to where we was at with the Gentlemen's Club at 5 in the morning. Now, because the club is ending, right? You would think the prices are going to be low. They're not going to try to gringo you. They're just going to try to get the stuff done, right? But here's the issue. I messed up a little bit. I messed up a little bit. I didn't mess up. No, I did not mess up. What happened was that the timing was off a little bit. And when I say the timing was off a little bit, and then on top of the time, because of the timing being off, they tried to gringo us. I'm going to tell you why what happened. So we left living at like 4 o'clock, right? And then we caught the cab. The cab, we always told the cab to turn the meter on. But I mean, for me, it was so close. I didn't really want to. I figured he wasn't gonna do that. He charges 10 mil, which is still nothing for me. But he charges 10 mil for a 5 mil ride. And so just make sure you tell him to turn the meter on whenever you're in the cab. And we get to the thing, right? And the front door is locked. So we go around back because I hear the music. We get into the back, and there's pretty much only 4s to 6s there. There's no 7s. There was no 8s. And I don't know if this club might normally have 8s and 9s because of the time that we got there was only 4s and 6s there. Now, do I still want to smash something? Do I still want to knock something down? Of course. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I just left hanging out with one beautiful woman who I'm going to link up with on my last night here. But I finished hanging out with a beautiful woman, and sure, I want to knock something down. I've seen the prices and stuff, and I'm like, all right, 4s and 6s. You know what? This is just a quick knockdown. They have the places inside. They're gonna ask for like 200 mil max for the place included. Maybe, but normally they're supposed to only ask. Oh, they're gonna ask for like 100. I'm thinking they're gonna ask between 100 and 200 mil for the place included because it's Cali Colombia, right? Don't you know? The first thing the woman says is, "Oh, Versace," because I had on my Versace shirt from China, and she noticed it. So the first thing she said was Versace. As soon as she said that, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't mess up, but the timing was bad because I had no chance to go back home, get dressed, and put some regular black tee on or something, or a t-shirt on. I was in the club attire when we was out there, clubbing. So as soon as she said that, I'm like, all right. So we negotiated. How much you want? You know, this woman had the audacity she was a 5 at best. She was a 5 at best. and she had the audacity. I need to monetize this. Yeah. She had the audacity to ask me for 500 mil. I broke it down for her. I said, "Yo, we're not playing that game tonight. Mira, and this is Cali Colombia, right?" She says, "See, in Medellin, the price is 300 mil. In Cartagena, the price is 350 mil. You gonna come at me with 500 mil?" And I had a little aggression, but I was speaking in Spanish. You gonna come at me at 500 mil at 5 in the morning in Cali, Colombia? You bugging, you bugging. But I wanted to get some information to see if she would negotiate and also get more information for you guys. This is why I say you have to get control of your emotions. You have to think logically, and you have to think for a future. So I'm like, oh, negotiate. I'm trying to negotiate. I'm like, all right. I look around the room. She introduced a couple women to me. They also try to make me pay a $10 cover. There is a sign that says there's a $10 cover, but I'm not coming in there at 5 o'clock when y'all supposed to be closed and paying a $10 cover. I said I'm not paying it. Guy left. He didn't care about it no more. But they kept bringing me up women. 4, 4, 6, 5, 4, 4, 6, 5. Now I know it sounds like I'm giving a phone number, but this is what the women were on a scale of 1 to 10. 4s and 5s, and I seen 1 6. 1 6. Bruh, you gonna come at me at 500? Cool. What is the lowest price I got it down to? The lowest price that I got it down to was 300 for an hour. No, 300. And she's talking about something for 30 minutes. When she said the lowest price I can negotiate with her, speaking Spanish and giving her a logical explanation why it's not worth this, when in Medellin they have a higher quality of pros and daycare workers. When in Cartagena they have a higher quality of pros and daycare workers. And now we're in Cali, and in this place in Cali, this is not a higher quality of pros and daycare workers. So this is why it doesn't make any sense from the number you're saying. And after all that, the lowest she went was for 30 minutes, 300 Colombian pesos, 300 mil Colombian pesos. At that time, there was no more need to talk. We got about it. We got about it. But down the street, there is actually a club that was still people outside. And I got some film from some of the women I met over there. And this is when we're walking. So mind you, we're walking in Cali. It's in the north of Cali. It's 4:50, 5 o'clock in the morning. We're walking down the street. It feels comfortable. In the north of Cali, a lot of people say it's really safe. It feels comfortable. I do have some feelings over not walking alone or with one person back to your Airbnb. Just my perspective, how I move. But I do feel as though if you're pretty cool. And we went to the place. The place is called Ranchero. The place is called Ranchero, and there was another place there, and there was still people outside. They was playing music. I mean, this is 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all, on a Saturday morning, not Saturday night or Sunday morning. This is 5 o'clock on a Saturday morning. Music bumping out the car in the gas station. The women are out there. Dolo is a bunch of them. I didn't see any pros, the daycare workers, but the local women were coming up to us. They were talking with us. They were asking questions. I think 1 out of 10 of them spoke English. And the English wasn't even, it was subpar English. It was, hello, how you doing? What's your name? Where you from? That's it. So I definitely want to try Ranchero. Maybe tonight we might try Ranchero or whatever that club was next to it, because it was definitely a local vibe. And that was my night last night, y'all. Moving forward, before we get to your comments, moving forward for today, we were supposed to try to get a city tour done, but the guy said he couldn't do a city tour. I'm going to hold on. I got real quick, y'all. I gotta send this thing. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. Hopefully it didn't pause too bad. I'm back. All right, y'all. I had to tell the guy to send the link for the tour tomorrow so I can pay him. Today, moving forward, and we'll talk a little bit about this. I'll give you more details to see what happens. I'll give you more details in the future. Or maybe if I do another live tomorrow morning, I'll give you the details, but I doubt it tomorrow. I and okay, it's going to be a lot of comments with this one, and that's why I'm going to go now. And I'm going to say this, and then we'll talk about it later. I went on Easy Pass Pro. Now you guys know when I was applied to Carmen earlier this year, I had a threesome with twins. So I'm checking stuff off my list that this would be interesting to do. It's not something that I have to do. It's not something that I'm desperate to do, but it's something I would like to do. I had a threesome with twins. Cool. Checked off my list. I've never had fun with a little woman. To say it politically correct, y'all, I've never had fun with a little woman. So I went on Easy Pass Pro and I searched the area. Huh, maybe this is a chance in Colombia for me to find, in Cali, to find a little woman who looks good, who I can have fun with. Nothing came up. Nothing came up. Okay, well, what town's next to Cali? Nothing came up. Well, okay, let's go. What about Medellin and Cartagena? Nothing came up. No, and I had to Google the word for little person, for little woman, in order to be able to um find what word I needed to enter into Easy Pass Pro to find a little woman. So I was like, all right, well, if it don't happen, it don't happen. But in the last minute, I found a little woman who looks good and has a that junk is from the photos and the videos. That junk is nice. It's not. It's not. But there's an issue. There's an issue. The issue was she was in Santa Marta, Colombia. I'm in Cali, Colombia. How do I make that happen? Well, unlike the United States, flyouts here are very inexpensive, right? Flyouts right here are very inexpensive. So against my will, I say, you know what? How much would it run to fly her out? So I look. Now I gotta do this the right way. I gotta do this the way where I don't end up losing a bunch of money where she takes the name and she goes and cash the check, cash the money and get some money back for the flight. I say, hey, I'll get you a flight. I'll get you a one-way here. And if you get here and you look like you look at a video, I'll get you a one-way back. Aaron, I see you right there. We get into that part, Aaron. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, Aaron. All right, so in the States, to fly from New York to New Jersey, it's about $400. It's about $300 to fly from Newark, New Jersey to LaGuardia. To fly to Miami right now is about $600 from New York. So I Googled the price. How much does it cost to fly from Santa Marta to Cali, Colombia? One way. Without connecting flights, well, with connecting flights, $40. Without connecting flights, $79. Bro, I've never spent so much money. I never spent money so fast in my life when I seen that thing. I said, huh, that's all it's going to cost me for this opportunity? That's all it's going to cost me for this opportunity? Oh, no. Book it, book it, book it. Now, here's the thing. When booking a flight, to make sure that they can't just cancel your flight and take the money, you have to put everything in your name except for the flight seat. So I booked everything in my name except for the flight seat. I only bought it one way still. I could have paid for a two-way because it would have only been $140 two ways for both ways. But I said, no, let me book one way just to make sure, just in case she begs out, I only lose $70. Cool. She lands in an hour. Jenny can laugh. We're gonna see what it is. But it's not gonna be a whole weekend thing. No. I've been doing too much active stuff. So we're gonna go to the festival tonight. She's gonna come with us. I'm gonna get some film, some footage. We're gonna have some fun. I told her, about other women being on camera and stuff. She was cool with that. And we never talked about price of the daycare services. We never even talked about prices. At this point, it don't really matter. So and negotiate because it don't really matter because negotiations in my terms when you need to fight back. Remember that, y'all. Negotiation is in the power of the person who's in not control, but the opposite person who's not in need. So if I flew you out here and you need to fight back, you're gonna negotiate my terms if you have terms at all. So we're gonna see in an hour, y'all. we're gonna see in an hour, y'all. Um, but that was that. So let me get you a question. Let me get out of here because this food I got from Crispy Burger. It's not a promotion. It's not an ad. But we're gonna try out some. This is fries. Crispy Burger. It's cold as hell, but I'm hungry. It don't really matter. Let me get to y'all questions, y'all. I gotta start eating too, so because I don't want to be eating her face. Let me take my shirt off. Watch the guns. Y'all gotta take your shirt off. Let's see the Outcast joint. I don't want to get the shirt messed up because I haven't worn it outside except here now. Don't you think I'm so fancy? I'm just so fresh and clean. Fresh and so clean, clean. You think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, took the shirt off. I don't want to dirty. One thing also before we get into one thing also before I get into the comments, y'all, because I'm gonna start getting to the comments now while I'm eating. Um, Honestly, bro, salsa is not just played a lot in Cali. Salsa is like the only thing played in Cali. You might get some reggaeton from the top hits. You're not gonna get any hip hop. From my experience from the clubs, places I've been, but this could be just because it's during Petronio Alvarez festival. You're not gonna get any hip hop. You're not gonna get a lot of reggaeton. You're not gonna get any R&B. You're not gonna get any classic funk music. You're not gonna get any of that. It's gonna be salsa, 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 salsa. So if you do have an issue with listening to salsa music, Cali might not be the place for you. It most likely not the place for you. But because it's salsa, 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 everything is salsa, 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 salsa. Um, the hell? Okay. Hold on, y'all. That's good bite. All right. Let me get your comments. All right. Here we go. I just want you people to know what you like button. Oh yeah. All right. One thing is Sprite and 7 Up in Colombia, the sugar is different. So it ain't gonna ever taste the same. I know I read this comment already, but I had to get back to the Carolina Blue Poppin'. Let me get to your other comments. All right, I think all right, we good. Ali Muhammad, what up, what up, what up? Drew Travels, what it do? You guys, if you haven't subscribed to Drew Travels already, you definitely want to subscribe to his channel, man. He got great content, especially out of Africa. Pretty good. He got some great content out of Africa. It should be right. No, I probably was wrong. Not, I didn't get 400. I got like 4,000. I did 41. I got 4,000. Real brother, what's up? What's up? What's up? I didn't realize Cali Colombia was that popping. Go to was super slow down there. Real brother, remember what I told you guys earlier? I don't know if you was here, but from everyone I spoke to, they saying Cali Colombia is not as active. But you got to remember, this is during a major festival when the holiday is Monday. When it's a holiday Monday and it's a major festival, you got to understand it's going to be different, and this is different. That's exactly why I came to Cali this time versus going during a regular weekend. Mm-hmm. You know it. Cali sounds like it's my next stop. I hope you heard that other stuff I said, man, about knowing Spanish. and it really being a big thing here, like in salsa music being a big thing here. Cali's probably better. Bill, yo, man, I don't know. If I compare Cali Carnival to Barranquilla Carnival, there's no comparison. Barranquilla Carnival is Barranquilla Carnival. You're not gonna compare the Barranquilla Carnival with Cali Carnival. However, on a regular basis, yo, I can see it. I really can see Cali being not a better, but for me at least, as a person who likes black women, a person who likes food that has more of a Afrocentric taste for the palate that somebody who's black has, I can see that. Even though Barranquilla still got good food too, but Cali food is slamming, bro. It's different. I think right now, out of all the places I've been in California, in Cali, Colombia, I mean, all the places I've been in Colombia, Medellin, Bogota, Cartagena, Barranquilla, Cali got the best food. I think Cali got the best taste of food. Yeah, $11, man. I know. See, this is what people don't take into consideration. Everything is inflated right now. Every price is inflated right now. No matter around the world. I don't know how it's possible, but everything is inflated right now. So the prices that you see jump, it's not because people are throwing money. It's not because people are spending, giving women more money, giving pros more money, giving people more money for services and stuff. No, it's because of inflation and prices everywhere is going up. For prices to be going up, and these are the prices they charge me. It's crazy out here, but it's so man. Listen, if it's not love at first sight, yeah, I pay for it. I feel you, Marcy. Oh, Mr. Foreigner, what's up, bro? Christmas. Okay, put these in order when you get a chance. Cali, Medellin, Cartagena. It depends what you're going for, really. My experience, Medellin, Cartagena, Cali. I haven't been to Cali long enough. It's not a fair choice because I've only been here one day. Um, GC in the building. What's going on, man? Part of me eating. I'm hungry as hell. I get it like that. F them. Don't let them mess up your vibe. Real brother said, oh, shucks. Especially like an animated dude that comes in the barbershop with peace, travel through his make dudes wish they broke a few laws. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy out here. I can see how some people say that. What D. Regalo is talking about is the percentage of people who speak English, who don't speak English in Cali, Colombia. He's saying 90 to 95. I gave you 85 to 90%. But I can see why he say that. The only reason why I say 90 to 95 is because that airport, I got some English speakers at the airport. But outside the airport, you talking about you a mute. No offense, but that's how I feel. Nobody understand what you're saying. Aaron, what's up, man? Well, I got the best content among. Now, listen, I'm not trying to be the best. I don't want to be the worst. I just want to give you my story. So I just tell you people I have a different type of content because my life is far different than everybody else that's on YouTube. My lifestyle is different. The way I grew up was different. So appreciate it, though, man. Well, that's how it is in Santo Domingo. I haven't been there yet. Yeah. So it's not me. It's not just me telling you guys that a high percentage of people in Cali don't speak English. He said 5%. That's crazy. GC says I think locals would get annoyed if you solely use the translator app. Yes, yes, yes. No, they won't get annoyed. They won't talk to you. I could be wrong. It could be my personal experience. If you try to use a translator app in Cali, I haven't tried yet, but no, I tried once. That's yeah. But if you try to use a translator app in Cali, and they're nice people. The nice people, Cali's got some of the nice people I've been ever met. But they'll look at you like they'll make answer one or two, let you do one or two times, and they go walk away. My perspective, my perspective. I could be wrong. My perspective. So if you think you come to Cali with a translator and you're gonna make it work, good luck. I'm not saying you can't. Good luck. What is good farmers to go to the trick and girls new Dominican Republic, Costa Rica. I'm pausing because I don't really want to say Mexico because you still got to know some Spanish. Um, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica. In my opinion. Yeah, yeah, crazy. No, not $50. Not $50. Oh yeah. Well, the equivalent of $50. Yeah, bro. I don't know if it's because I'm brown skinned and she was cool as hell. I didn't feel so. I didn't feel she was any kind of prejudice, but she might have been thinking, no, she couldn't have. I had a Versace shirt. No, there's no way. She, I don't know, but for her, it could have been a lot. $50. Here's the thing. $50 here in Cali is a lot of money. $50 USD here in Cali is a lot of money, bro. It's a lot of money. 50 mil Colombian pesos is a lot of money in Cali. So $50 is a lot of money, bro. It's a lot of money. So when she's thinking like she's like, I wouldn't pay for it, but I'm going to tell you how much it's going to be. I think that's more lines of what it was. Nah, but no, she wouldn't be watching this video. The reason why she didn't understand any English. Any when I say 90 to 95, 80, I want to say 85 to 90% don't speak English, bro. She wouldn't understand that. And you couldn't get somebody to translate it because 90%, 80 to 85%, 90% of Colombia, I mean of Californians don't speak English. So who's going to translate it? It's tough. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think they are too. The people they are patient and understanding, but that translator app, bro, I don't know, bro. I didn't see nobody pull out their phone try to translate it. I see other brothers did. Shout out to other brothers I met from the states that was here. They subscribed to the channel. I met them at the festival, and I met some other people at the mall. Got from Europe. Let me see. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yo, I was in Carter Winning. That's the thing. That's why I tell everybody it's a must go. Let me see. Whoa, burn. I don't know, but we're gonna go find out how much the pros and the non-pro. I mean, how much the pros and the daycare workers are Monday. I gave you an estimate of what they try to gringo me for, but that ain't the real price. That ain't the real price. So I wouldn't even tell. I ain't nowhere near the real price. But I gave you a gringo price that they gave me from last night. Yo, yeah, that's the one thing I think I messed up on. You know, when I go places, I normally spend money. I spend between $3,000 and $4,000. I normally, but for my whole trip, I spend between $3,000 and $4,000 all the time almost. Whenever I go somewhere. When I came to Cali, I already had knew G. Chisel had been here, and I knew that King James had been here, and I knew that Andre they lived here. Andre lived here. So I said, I don't have to bring 3,000. I don't have to spend 3,000 for this place. Let me bring $1,000. I'm only gonna be there for 4 days. Let me bring $1,000 worth of money, right? Bro, I brought way too much money. I brought way too much money to the point now where and you know, at this point, I knew I was leaving. When I leave, I'm spending everything. I'm not taking no money back. So the thing is that I gotta buy a painting, and the paintings usually cost about I know about it usually cost about $100, $200, sometimes $300, right? So I'm gonna hopefully go see paintings Monday when I get back, or today. But bro, I don't see how it's possible to unless you're doing what I'm doing, bottles every night, spurs and stuff, and even then it's very difficult, bro. It's very difficult to spend $1,000 on a week in Cali. I'm in DR too many times, man. I'm gonna go back to DR when I get older, but right now, nah. Sorry, I'm late, Fresh. I woke up all day. LA in the building. What's up, Ted King? I hope we get towards the end. I'm almost finished food. Um, Daddy daycare workers. Yeah, man. Somebody got to watch the kids. Passport King, what's up, man? The Passport King. Salute, my G. My fault. Fours and sixes. Yeah, man. That's how the club was, bro. No cap. And that I won't even say sixes. There was one six. Most of them was fours and fives. There was one six. You know it, Flex? Uh, I don't know, man. Normally, yes. I would say yes. Nah, bro. Check this out. Normally, the fours and sixes over here might be sixes and sevens in the States. Not here, bro. Not there. Not there, at least. Not there. Um, usually, yeah, yeah. That's why I say I didn't make a mistake because I wasn't planning to go to strip club. It was the last minute thing. So I didn't make a mistake, but it was bad. It was bad timing. It was bad timing. I think that was good. I don't know, but that was good. You'll be back with Flex in the building. Make sure y'all check out his channel, man. He got some great content, especially on Mexico, all over Mexico. Let me see. Um, let me see. Aaron, what's up? Okay. D Hog says, strap up that monkeypox going around. That's the only thing you worry about strapping up. I don't know, my brother. Uh, oh man. Sad that tricking is the only way most of us. I don't know, Vern. I don't know how you what do you mean by most. I really don't know what you mean by most because there's at least 8 brothers in this room who don't have to spend money directly to get boxed. They might have to spend. Everybody spends money to get somebody like you in some form of fashion, but directly for box. Oh, she's here. Okay. Oh, she's here. Okay. Get ready. Hit a lick and take a vacation. um, sometimes better just to go home, bro. Yeah, fours ain't. Yeah, fours ain't really worth it, man. I mean, it depends. If it's the first night I'm here, which it was, normally I tap the first night I'm here just to get it out of my system. But I had a great night with old girl and her friends. So and I'm going to see her at the end. So I wasn't in a rush to just tap anything. So yeah, we just went home. Flex, what's going on, man? Uh, podcast 500 million. Yeah, crazy, crazy, man. I'm not gonna get to the rest of y'all comments because hold on one second. Because old girl, uh, hold on. I got the my little friend is here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Uh, I'm back, y'all. One thing I'll tell you guys, you gotta get some mosquito repellent, yo, because there's a lot of mosquitoes in Cali, man. Um, yeah, okay. Oh, I got the end? No way. No, that's in. That's the end? Nope, of course not. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I see what it is at. Let me just get you. I'm gonna have to skip a couple content, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip a couple people because my little friend on set. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Dang it. All right, y'all. So why? I'm opening up too. Hold on, y'all. So yeah. All right. I messed up. I turned it down. You're not gonna be able to hear me quick. I'm gonna have to end this live a little bit early, fellas. Well, I'm over an hour because my little friend is away. I gotta make sure I talk to her so she can get here. The end of the day, so we speed up a little bit. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, my little friend is here. Blah blah. I ran into two chicks in Cartagena that was Cali, both was down for 1 to 300. Did anyone hit you up like that? When you say 300, are you talking about 300? Colombian pesos, that would make sense in this inflated area. 300 Colombian pesos will make sense. If they were bad, if it's two of them, if it's one of them, you always negotiate at least 250. Yo, I feel you. That's factual material, and if you can drop like 10 phrases in Spanish, carry basic combo, yeah. I think in Cali you gotta know a little more. You gotta be a little bit over basic in Cali. Cali, out of all the places in Colombia, Cali is the only place I've been where I think really gotta be a little bit over basic to really move around. Let's just see. Echo. Oh, Echo still sucks. Let me see. Trying to get in. Trying to get questions. It's all good. You got a bucket list of items happening, or it's just. He's a wild boy, man. Let me see. Echo still Echo. All right, y'all. All right, well, I try to get here, but all right, I'm out of here. It's your boy FREEE $HHH at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel. And if all things go well with my little friend who's on her way here, then I might have one of the vlogs, and you guys won't be hearing any story time from it, but you'll get to see her. So I'm out of here. Peace. I don't even remember. How do I exit out of there? Okay.